allow us to reintroduce ourselves. We are the mob. And on today's show, right, we're going what we do. All right, we're gonna do what we do, and it's gonna be a positive news. Positive news, right? We're gonna focus on the positive. Is anything good going on in Memphis, right? If it is, do you hear about it? We're gonna do our job and let you know a few of those things. It's gonna be a light show. I hit you upside your head last week. A little harsh, but real, like everything else. Anyway, we'll get to the news in a few minutes. Let everybody gather in. Chat mob, holler at your boy. Drop my outro. Intro, outro. Oh, you know it. It's the mob, baby. Can you get tired of that intro? I use this both intro, outro. It does the job on both, right? What it do? We are back. All right, so every show has a thing to it, like every day and every second in life. It should have a thing to it, right? It should have something that you're doing, focusing on, right? So with that being said, we're gonna do some positive news. We're gonna feed the soul. I know you know somebody got shot, some got stolen, some got broken into. Let y'all know that happens everywhere, that happens all the time. We're not gonna focus on that. What I don't see is the positive things that are happening in Memphis. I'm curious, is there anything good going on in the 901? That's hard to find, right? So I'm looking for the hidden gems, right? So we're gonna kick it right off. Enough for the small talk. We blow some smoke up your ass. No diddy. All right, so peep this. Just then, everyone, crime is down. Hold up, wait. Crime is down in the 901. Crime has dropped 20% around Shelby County, right? Shelby County Sheriff's Office said crime is down by 20% in the first quarter of 2024 in Arlington, Lakeland, and unincorporated Shelby County. Wow, right? Crimes include homicide, aggravated assault, aggravated burglary, car theft, robberies, and theft from cars. Sheriff Bonner, right? The big dog. Sheriff Bonner said he attributes the drop in crime to the hard work and dedication of the men in law enforcement, especially uniform patrol, fugitive, and detective division. So you had nothing to do with it. The citizens of he stopped it, even though we all know police prevent nothing. They come after the fact. So how the hell did he stop all this? It goes to the credit to the good people in uniform. But like I said, I'm gonna keep it positive. Sanchez, what it is. I see you down there, my dog. But Yeah. So yeah, so now before you say that it's BS and it's not real, this is the same report that tells you that crime is up. So choose which one you want to believe, right? You can believe our news sources or you can believe theirs. It's up to you. Trust me. All of perception, right? Anyway, keep it rolling. We're gonna stay positive, but crime is down. Right? Feel safe. All right, so this was, make sure I got the right school. I think this is South Wind, y'all. All positive news. Man, we need to pivot in our lives. This is, South Wind High School football team. All right. Congratulations to these young men. All 17 seniors graduated. They all play on the football team. So they're all scholar athletes, so to speak. They're all going to college, all 17. And I think that was quite an accomplishment. We always hear about kids dropping out. Kids can't read. Kids can't do this. They play football. They don't do anything. They don't want to play sports. They're lazy. This generation is just corrupted. Where are we going to hell? Oh, they're the worst I've ever seen in my life. All right. Well, something to think about. I don't know what you're going to do with this positive news. Are you going to hold on to it? Are you going to tell somebody about this like you tell somebody about the girl that murdered the man for the high wing? Are you going to tell somebody about this? I'm just asking. Now, see, you got to think about this. This is the graduation season, right? Right. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, whatever. You know how to do it. I ain't here for that, though. I'm here to do my job. Hit the like, subscribe, and all that good crap, right? All right, so we understand that this is the graduating season. High school kids are graduating all over. And they're coming into the city, though, right? So there's a lot of ways you can be a blessing right now, that you can help these kids, right? You got to think about that. They're going into the workforce that we know is terrible. Right? Yet still, we have to understand we can help them by preparing them, right? Now, peep this. This isn't Memphis, but it's still positive news because it's, graduating season, like I said. Peep this, though. This is something that could help the kids. We're going to get right back to the city after this. I thought this was dope. I want you to leave this episode feeling better about yourself and those who you identify, right? Which is Memphians, melanated Memphians. We know who watches the show, right? So anyway, check this out. You gotta go above and beyond. It's not about what somebody else isn't doing. It's like, what are you doing to help create this positive news? Are you spreading this? Are you watching this? Are you rocking with the mob? Because we the only ones doing this right here in the whole city. I know y'all watch the other news outlets that showed people fighting and cutting donuts in the street. That's cool. But can we offset that a little bit by supporting the mob? Anyway, check this out.
I want to be your somebody. So let me tell you what being your somebody looks like. There are 355 students in its graduating class. Well, I called on my somebodies, Operation Hope, and the 1 Million Black Businesses campaign to provide every single one of you a combined $8.9 million worth of entrepreneurial resources. That's $25,000 each worth of mentoring, financial counseling, 8 weeks of small business training, business plan development, money and credit management courses, and 3 months of free Shopify to build your e-commerce platform. Free Shopify to build your e-commerce platform. Can I?
Look at that image. Kinda, you think it's corny to see this stuff or promote this stuff, I'm sure. And it's just all right. You don't understand the other images you see, that's corny. That's purposely done. Anyway.
Be your somebody. Everybody needs a somebody.
Everybody needs a somebody. Are you that somebody? Fresh start after college, we got you a plan. Once we know for their 6 cents for every dollar that white Memphis make, the blacks make 9 cents? I got the plan. I still have it. There we go. It's still there. All right. 6 pennies for every $1. I have to remember the AI told us, right? We doing positive news. We're going back to that. So how do you help that? You help it by understanding that it takes more than just telling somebody something. I got videos coming up on that too. Touch on that. But it takes more than just telling somebody what to do. We got to be the example. We got to really be the people that are changing the community in Memphis. We keep thinking that someone's going to come here from somewhere else and save us. I just don't see enough from the people that are from here who claim that they care about what's going on here. I just don't see enough. I can say that because I pass out cards, and some of y'all check the show out and don't like the fact that I don't report about the ignorant. Some of y'all don't like the fact that I don't talk about the shootings all the time, or put people pictures up, or put people up that are wanted for this, put this up. Don't you get enough of that? I would think so. So I'm not here for that. I'm here to try to help people and be an outlet, man, to understand and be a balance of things. We know all things aren't positive, but what I can't control, I will use positive energy on. Anyway, parents making it happen. This is my favorite story. We got other stories. Well, one, probably number one, because the parents are taking it upon themselves. Hey, check this out, bro. Check this out. A little positive. You like tea? I'm putting a little positivity in that tea. Sound like Kendrick Lamar, though. A little positivity in that tea. Check this out, y'all. Parents making it happen. Memphis parents love it.
This is the 8th grade sneaker ball. As students are celebrating, I caught up with the organizers to learn how this exciting event came together and why sneakers.
Well, you know, sneakers, I figure I would want the young ladies to have a good time as youth. I always see young ladies when they wear heels, they're always talking about how their feet hurt.
Larry Dotson says when his daughter broke the news about canceled events at John P. Freeman Optional School, he leapt into action. The devoted father and booking agent was determined to make things right.
I was really sad. I was kind of upset about it because, you know, we don't work hard for everything. And just to have that taken away from us wasn't really the best feeling.
And another thing about this story, they never told us why the events were taken away. Why would you take proms away from kids? Was it a budget cut? Maybe. Wasn't smart. Anyway.
And it was like, what about if we did a prom for the whole 8th grade? I was like, that's cool. That sounds nice.
Larry didn't do this alone. His wife, Sarita Dotson, was his partner, working together to gather resources to make.
Another thing, right? 2-parent household, right? And I'm not married. I'm not going to push anything that I'm not on anybody else. But I do understand how it helped. The fact that he had himself and his wife, they were able to do this for their kids, and then that for their kid, and it affected other kids. So it's amazing to me that we always focus on 2 parents and how it can help that household, but we don't understand how 2 parents can help an entire community of people. 2 parents could help that single parent next door because they're more stable. They're able to. So pushing this 2-parent households in our community, not really just about saying, hey, you ought to get married because that's the right thing the good Lord wants you to do. We're talking about business, right? We're talking about economics. We're talking about legacy, right? And being able to do things for your children and other children and their friends and how that affects them mentally and their upbringing. Anyway, back to this damn good positive story.
Make sure the prom happened, as well as other events they say were canceled, including Cap and Gown Picture Day and High School Reveal Night.
We'll be attending the White House, Whitehaven High School. Give them a round of applause.
The parents are in full support of celebrating the kids. We see the hard work, we see the sleepless nights, we see the stress, we see the, the cramming, and it's all paid off. And they need to be celebrated, and we support that 100%.
It's unclear what caused the initial cancellation, but students rocked their fresh sneakers, thrilled to have their prom night transformed from disappointment to celebration.
It's like a very exciting time for me since this is my first time. So it's just like, I was kind of nervous at first, but I kind of just got over it and it was pretty chill. So yeah, I like that.
You see, by seeing this, it's like, this puts a thought in somebody's mind. I understand that I understand media from a different perspective because I am media, right? But I know, like, showing certain images, right, creates an environment. If I show you people stealing, I show you people getting killed over highway, and that's all you see, that creates a mentality and an environment. But if I show you stuff like this, and then your child runs into an issue at school, instead you, like most times you think, well, I'm gonna contact the principal and tell them that how upset I am with this is going on. I want to contact the principal. I want to talk to the superintendent. No, that's not how you do it. They took it upon themselves as parents who love their kid, and that love for their child spread to other love for other children. It's amazing to me. But showing that would inspire you to do the same for your child, because if you've never seen it done, you've never seen it promoted, then you wouldn't know what to do if you ran into the same issue and things got canceled at your school. You're like, well, my brother has an empty building. I mean, we throw parties down there. I threw my birthday party down there. Well, hell, I can get it for the kids. Okay, my wife does this. Okay, she'll help decorate it. My wife's good with decorating, right? You come together and then other parents see that and you create a community. It's simple. It's simple. That's the reason why you don't see these things, right? Parents made the prom happen. But yeah, that's why we should promote that two-parent household, or at least, co-parenting in the right way, right? Two parents that could at least do things together. Even if they don't live together, they should be able to come together and bring their funds together. You can come together and bring your DNA together. You should be able to bring your money together. Y'all came together and make the child, right? Let's make his life better, right? So now this is another good one, though, right? Be the example. Be the example. Be the example. I'm saying that again. I feel like I had to tell myself that. I can see myself in the screen right now. We have to show that we are that that's what we want. And this is what I mean by being the example, right? Positive Memphis news on a Wednesday night. Can you believe it?
All right, here's a number that tells the story about juvenile crime in Memphis. Police arrested more than 4,000 juveniles in the past year. That's about a dozen a day. RJ Shakur seeking solutions tonight with how the leader of one organization believes the answer lies in finding more employment for our young people.
For the young men of Dr. Jeffrey Futrell's Young Man University, the lessons they learn are like a game of chess.
You have all these different moves, and every move affects. Every move you take in life affects you.
Yes. I told you I got a lot of favorite stories like this, right? You're teaching kids chess, and you're showing them that how it affects them in their life, how everything that they do affects their well-being, their future, everything, right? It all coincides with each other. Brilliant. I didn't know what was going on in Memphis. I thought kids couldn't read. I thought kids just shot each other up and just, we know it's happening, but I didn't know this was happening. Trust me, I know somebody's breaking into a car somewhere because we popping, bro. We know that. That's a trend. But what are we doing? What's really going on? Is there anything good going on in the 901? A little positivity in your teeth.
You have all these different moves, and every move affects, every move you take in life affects you. And you taking this one step can affect you for the rest of your life, for the rest of the game.
Futrell, a former gang member, uses his past experiences to keep young men from making the mistakes he did.
You got to walk in the door every day and see their greatness. I have to walk in juvenile court and see their greatness. I have to walk into prison and see their greatness. Otherwise, I'm going to be absorbed and consumed by what the world says.
His focus is entrepreneurship.
We're not a program, we're a system, so we look to stay sustainable. And the other part with our sons is to empower them with their vision and to take their vision and run with it. I stress entrepreneurship.
It's displayed in 2 phases, small group homeschooling and academic tutoring weekly. He teaches kids financial literacy, how to trade stock, and how to develop a business plan.
I remember yesterday it was 15:30 this year, wasn't it? Yeah.
With one theme: every move or decision a young person makes can either bring them an advantage,
It made me feel like I got a purpose and be able to look forward to getting up and doing something.
or a disadvantage.
Instead of just getting up and doing the regular, which would be probably going out with my friends outside in the daytime, riding around, not doing nothing for real.
That man's talking from his heart, y'all. Check that out. Let me take that back. You hear what he said? This is what we talking about. Idle minds. Idle mind. Right? Devil's playground. Give them something. You need a purpose. You need a purpose, not just for kids, right? Everyone needs purpose. And that's what kids and adults alike lack purpose. And that leads to people ultimately wanting to either be depressed or off themselves, I feel like, right? Check this out.
Disadvantage.
Instead of just getting up and doing the regular, which would be probably going out with my friends outside in the daytime, riding around, not doing nothing for real. I'm actually doing some business, doing good stuff.
A message these young people say isn't stressed enough by city leaders.
I'm gonna be more hands-on instead of just talking about us and just expecting us to do better.
You hear what he said, right? It's like it's a cry out for help. You're just talking about us and expecting us to do better. We don't know what y'all talking about, really, to be honest. They like, why? Show us. Show us.
People say isn't stressed enough by city leaders.
I'm gonna be more hands-on instead of just talking about us and just expecting us to do better because it's the right thing.
Now, this organization serves boys 10 to 24.
Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Do the right thing, young man. It don't work that way. It don't work that way, OG.
Get dope out your vein and hope in your brain. You'll never get nowhere smoking the pipe.
That's all I be saying to him, right? That was positive, though. Y'all remember that? As much as funny as that clip is, I always love it. It takes me back, right? But that was positive. He kept a lot of us off drugs. I tell you that much, right? RP says, can anything good come from Nazareth? You mean, yes. I think so. I think discipline can come from there, right? Teaching. Nazareth, you thinking, we're talking spirituality, right? If taught well and practice. Okay. This is my thoughts about it. I'm not against any spirituality. Hey, it balances people out. I can't tell you what that source is, but I would suggest that you have something. Those who lack it, man. Bet. Got you. So put me up on game then, fam. All right, so. Right, bet. All right, so they have suits and dresses for the kids who are getting ready for these job interviews and going into the workforce. You know, appearance, right? You're always talking about, I always got the pants sagging out the ass. I mean, yeah, you could give them something though, right? What are you doing? Offset there, right? Are you giving them any clothes? And all your pants hanging off your Okay. The mob is so good, I would say yes. Man, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. We're going to make it better. All right. Suits and dresses for the cheering. For the cheering. All right. Check this out. Dope story. Dope story. All positive news. All positive news. All positive energy. All positive vibe.
Okay, well, it's that time of year again. Graduating students are preparing to walk across the stage. An organization is helping high schoolers and the perfect outfit for it. You're looking at the Project Stand annual senior student suit and dress presentation. And this year's event took place at Carver High School this morning. Graduating seniors received dresses and suits for the big day.
Something that's good about this, usually they only give kids, like, we only support the girls and give them, but they usually, for the most part, give the boys suits, right? They did both. They definitely we both, at this point in our life, in our community, we can't focus on one more than the other one, y'all. It's not that time. They both need guidance, right? So shout out to them for that too.
Appreciate them. Appreciate everything Project Stand do for the community. They help all the kids try to find a better way.
That's one more thing. Imagine him saying these things in a hoodie and jeans. I do, and I wear a hoodie and jeans too, but I also know how to dress formally, right? Just look at that image. They have the exact same hairstyles as what people deem, the young folks wearing their old nappy hair out there, whatever. But look at that image. We have a problem with image in America. Our people, right? But we have to understand it's like a game that we're playing that we don't want to be a part of, but we're a part of it, whether we like it or not. And having an understanding of image and using it to our advantage, because others are using our image against us. I'm with you. You shouldn't be judged by the clothes you wear. You shouldn't be judged by your hair, all of that. But we got to understand that and use this against them. You like this, you want this, I'll give you this. For mine, and for my progression. Right? We're gonna play this game.
Way of life.
And I feel proud, because they got me into my...
Look at them young sisters. Yeah. Look at them. I see you, little sis. I see you button that thing up, put that pearl necklace on like ain't T.
House, HBCU, and Lyon College. They generous for getting us the outfits. Shout out to the makeup artists for doing the makeup.
Project Stand is a juvenile justice program that focuses on building relationships with the youth and their families to reduce repeated offenses.
Yeah, and I got people doing this too, right? Shout out to Michelle Pugh at the Christopher Pugh Center. She's doing the same thing. She's doing a lot of people that are doing positive things, right? But shout out to them. Shout out to them for that. Clothes make the man and the woman. Right? But yeah, y'all go down the street for y'all want the other stuff. We doing the positive news. It's like I told you, man, I am the custodian. I only sell broccoli. And we ain't putting no cheese on the broccoli. Sea salt. We ain't got no cheeseburgers for you, brother. Go down the street for that. We trying to help you. We got smoothies. Y'all saw what I promoted, what I sold, the product that we sold here, smoothie. Right? We ain't selling no fried chicken. I like a nice piece of fried chicken every now and then myself. For the occasion. All right, so I got another one. I got one more, right? Got one more. And this was so dope because this shows so much. The young brothers are CEOs. They have their own cookie company, right? Who knew we had so many cookie companies in Memphis, right? I guess the cookies are booming. But yeah, but they threw a block party for the community, which I thought was dope. These young brothers are well ahead of the game. And people always talk about the generation being, is the generation lost? And now my response is Always. No. I think they're smarter than us. I just think they don't really know, they don't have the coping skills that we had because we had to have them. But as far as, man, these kids are brilliant. The things that they do, they have access to information that we used to have to go, man, the hell and high water to get that they can get instantly. So right now, it's just more exposing the times of free will. Free will is real. And I think with technology, you have more access to being who you want to be and look up what you want to look up. If you want to look up crap, I mean, you can look up NBA, NFL stats all day, right? They have years and years of it, right? And so they have years, or you can look up information about how the next invention is going on. What are they doing in China? What are they doing here? I mean, what is this? Whatever market you're in, right? If you like apps, you can figure out how to make them. You can figure out how to do anything online, right? So it's just access these tools that we have. Resources are much more prominent. Like so I use that to say this about these young brothers who have started their own business and they going on beyond it, like beyond the Call of Duty, right? Give back to try to make some changes to their community. Check this out.
Year-old Jaden Childress would be behind the counter at their business, Butter Cookies in Whitehaven, serving goodies to their customers. However, the brothers were outside the shop this Saturday, serving their community differently.
The reason we having this here today is because all of the violence going on in the city, all of that.
Now, another thing. So, remember the last image I gave you, other brothers in the suits, right? I wish I would have took a screenshot of that. Look at them. They're the exact same young men, but the clothes. You know, we know that. I'm not picking on how they dress. They got the same thing I got on right now, white t-shirt, but I'm saying just having an understanding. Doesn't mean I support the thinking and stereotyping that goes on, but it's something we got to think about. We got to start having these type of conversations. They gotta makes us uncomfortable. You think I'm judging you by trying to improve myself and my people? Come on now. We got to get over that. But yeah, check this. It's something to think about.
The hate that's going on in the city. All this hate we got going on, we got to stop it.
The teens hosted a peace rally in their business's parking lot as a call to end the violence in the community.
This shows that we can come together, we can have a good time, and you know, it not be no violence. In the city of Memphis, it's still some good in the city.
Multiple families came out to enjoy music.
Young warriors rise. Rise indeed, young brother.
Hear from motivational speakers, and of course, eat cookies. The event comes after weeks of countless violent incidents across the Bluff City. The small business owners say they want to spread positivity in their community and be an inspiration for others their age.
You don't have to get everything out of the street. You ain't got to get everything out of, from the block. You can come, you can cut grass, you can carry somebody groceries and make money. You can pump gas and make, it's a lot of hustling ways, a lot of ways to make money.
K. Darrell Cowan, founder and executive director of Heal 901, a nonprofit that focuses heavily on violence prevention, says more people need to step up to say enough is enough when it comes to crime.
We need our older generation to work with our younger generation to change the fabric of what we see in the city of Memphis. And I'm glad that these young men are assisting and leading this charge.
Reporting from Whitehaven for your news leader, Kwame Wilborn, WREG News Channel 3.
Oh, who's your dope dealer? Did any dopamines go off from watching any of these clips? Or was you like, man, look, I don't want to see that. Did you feel anything? Do you feel a little better about yourself? We're going to do this, not every show, but like every few shows, we'll come back and we're on, because, we got serious issues that we have to talk about and discuss, but not always, right? And, but yeah, I think we just get enough of seeing crime and seeing people who look like ourselves being represented like that. And that hasn't helped anything. right? The first nation is imagination. What do you think? Who's your dope dealer? What's in their mind? I am a genius. Yes, I am. Yes. Are you a genius or are you a genius? Yeah, right? So becoming a genius, it becomes enlightened, and then you can grant yourself 3 wishes, right? Right? Manifestation. That's all it is, the same thing, same understanding. But that's another day, right? So that's, I'm not gonna be long, not gonna drag it out. Just wanted to do give you some positive news this week. We'll get back to the solutions and all that next Wednesday. Or like I said, I got one more clip though, right? So I thought this was good. This isn't positive news, but I felt like, okay, if you didn't like all the positive news and holding their hands and everybody coming together, this is the other solution. And I think this is gonna be the clip that I played that's gonna transition into next week. Right? I saw this and I was like, I don't know about that, but I do see this happening to Memphis. Last resort for Memphis. And many people are gonna be pissed about this should it happen, but I could see it happening. But just think about this before I play this clip. You can unite in anger or you can unite in peace. I think if you unite in anger, it's only gonna create more division and more anger, right? So you can't meet the negative with more negativity, bro. 2 negatives don't make a positive in this situation. So this is to me, this is the last resort. If we don't try to get a hold of our own community, this is what's gonna happen. The frustration is gonna trickle down to others and they'll be here. Check this out. This is Louisiana, by the way. But black city, democratic city, same circumstances. Check it out.
Gremlin street gang is responsible for hundreds of violent crimes, murders, armed robberies, witness intimidation, burglaries, drug trafficking, extortion, and brutal beatings. We've arrested 10 of these thugs and have warrants on 7 more. Every one of these animals is most definitely armed and dangerous.
This always strikes me, rubs me the wrong way when white people call anybody, especially melanated people. I know whatever criminals, what you want to say, right? They're criminals. Well, they call them animals. You're like, these animals. They said this is like the first thing they running it. Look at these animals. There's a lot about you. Anyway.
7 more. Every one of these animals is most definitely armed and dangerous. Darren Carter, Aaron Carter, Travis Cooper, Cody Guidry, Jaron Diggs, Kirkland Demachet, and Jonathan Landry. We have...
Also, I don't do this, right? I don't put people up like this. This is an older clip. But there's a reason behind why I'm sharing it. Because he sounds like a hick from around the way, right? But check it out.
Felony warrants for your arrest. You will be hunted. You will be tracked. And if you raise your weapon to a man like me, we'll return fire with superior fire. Darren Carter, you think men like these are afraid of an uneducated, 125-pound punk like you that's never won a fair fight in your life and holds your gun sideways? Young man, I'll meet you on solid ground anytime, anywhere.
See, this is what's right. This is the energy, right? For me, the fear in this, I could just feel the community just being afraid. Hey, look at this. This is where we're headed, though. That was the plan the whole time.
Light or heavy, makes no difference to me. You won't walk away. Look at you. Men like us, son, we do dumbbell presses with weights bigger than you. And the convicts in jail, most of those men are good people who just found themselves crossed with the law. They're not evil, and they don't respect you or any punk like you. They'll toss you around like a rag doll. I encourage every citizen watching this to look into your own heart and find the American courage that conquers all evil. I implore you to listen to this message and stand up. Take back your streets. Take back your country. Come forward with information about these heathens that have terrorized your community. And for those who would use this message as a way to create false racial division in our country, take a close look behind me. Standing next to every cop is a leader of our black community. This is not about race. It's about right versus wrong. One last message to the gremlins. You don't like the things I've told you tonight? I got one thing to say. I'm easy to find. On behalf of the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office, the Louisiana State Police, the U.S. Marshals, and every cop and law-abiding citizen from sea to shining sea, I'm Captain Clay Higgins, asking every patriot to stand up, share this video, and send a clear message to the world. We're Americans. We'd rather die on our feet than live on our knees.
And on that note, that is where Memphis is headed. And that's what we're trying to prevent. Negative energy are gonna be made with more negative energy, and they'll just lead to more misrepresentation of those we care about, which is our own, who share this common ground. Right? We're all Memphis. We don't need that. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. We got enough of that. Anyway, yeah. So y'all let me know what you think when I holler at you all in the streets. See who you holler at me. Like, did we enjoy the positive news today? There'll be more coming. We'll see how everybody reacts to this. I'm going to shut it down now. We're not going to stay for the next, 15 minutes? We got 10 minutes left. Y'all got it. We got our point across. Let y'all know we back in the rhythm, and I will be back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. All right. So, that being said, share this. Tell everybody at the water cooler about Southwind High School and the young boys that threw the block party and the parents that threw the prom. Talk about it. Just see how people react to it, right? See how they respond. If they respond in a negative way, you probably want to stop talking to them. Anyway, until then, love y'all. See you next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Ma, we out.